Welcome again to our free Saturday Zoom meeting. Each week we will explore the inner journey of Tantra Sadhana as practiced by yogic seers of India very successfully. This meeting offers you an opportunity to work with the Universal Sakthi by exploring the secret of mantra sound frequency of the deities, planets, gunas, within our subtle body. So look forward to seeing you every Saturday. With this session, let us start with Lord Ganesh.
So, okay, Ganesh removes the obstacles in your spine. Okay, so that when you do mantras, the energy can travel through the spine to the crown chakra. So basically, Kali wants to be with her lover being Lord Shiva or Kala Bhairava. Eventually, they become Shiva and Tripura Sundari. That's why if you find that I don't normally teach about Tripura Sundari until my students have moved the energy to that level, that she becomes relevant. So you need to move these obstacles. You need the power of Ganesh. And then there's another one that I started only talking lately, is Kartikeya. Kartikeya will give you the strength because you need inner strength to fulfill your destiny. Otherwise, you're doing it for a few months and then you give up. Sometimes I tell you to do your sadhana every day. And then you say, oh, sorry, I missed 3 days. Well, I missed this week. I couldn't do it because I have so many other things to care for. I mean, heavens forbid. Do you stop breathing because you got work to do? Do you stop eating? No. Because eating, you think you need an energy from it. Do you know there are a lot of people out there who drink water and do mantras only without food? So basically, the reason for this is because you are so much caught up into, I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to, not I enjoy doing things. I don't see my life as a dance. I see my life as a process because I have to. You know that have to, I need to, they're two bad words. You don't have to, you don't need to. You do, as I said last week, the world is a stage. You are an actress or actor on the stage. Okay, you have your part to play and you better enjoy playing it. Dance with it. Feel the glory of life. Instead of sitting down and complaining. I mean, we all have problems. I have huge problems, but they're not a problem because you know what? I learned to mind my own business. If I don't mind my business, the problems would eat me up. Then I'll be in a grumpy, always fighting mood. I'm a lion. I chew people up. So being a lion, I have to sit down and say, do I want to chew people up or I want to be a lover? So I choose to be a lover. So each one of you have to decide, okay, are you going to remain a biological being, which is worthless? Living and dying, there's no difference for a person who remains a biological being because he hasn't got a concept of himself or herself. Doesn't have a concept of the inner making of it oneself. Doesn't understand the divinity of oneself. In this life, we have to understand our inner divinity. And it's very simple. It's not like you have to go to university to study. It's not rocket science, okay? It's basically going, Krim, Aim, or Om, but doing it in the right way. As they said, as it was said in the Bible and in a lot of Hindu literatures, that world began with sound, okay? Everything is Shakti. So you women here, you're all Shakti, okay? And men, we have Shakti within ourselves. But the most important thing is this, to complete our journey, we need women because they are the carrier of energy. Their channels are all open. It's faster for a woman to feel the energy moving in her body than for men. Okay, Asha can vouch for that. Imara, Dai, you can vouch for that. Okay, that the energy is moving in your body. Trinity, Daphne, because you're consistently doing the work. You're consistently focusing on working with the energies within your body. You're consistently looking into how you can move the energy within your body. So, and it only takes time, which you have plenty of, that you waste in so many different ways. Catching your tail is one of the biggest way of wasting time. So you can stop trying to catch your tail and go within and find that divinity. Because you have everything you do is Shakti, okay? And you are Shakti. Shakti is consciousness and you are Shakti, okay? Your desire to think and speak, okay? When we desire and we speak is each a Shakti. When we think is Jnana Shakti. Each one of them are Shakti. And your action, when you think of action, when you think of taking care of your home, it's Kriya Shakti. So you can take care of your home as a spiritual task. Or you can say, oh no, I have too much. It's too much. I have to take care of my home. I have to do homework. You see it as your Kriya. You know, when you cover your sati with a nice cloth, you see it as Kriya. When you put things on the wall and you appreciate it and you do it as a spiritual act. When you make your room look good, it's a spiritual act, not a doing act. You know, we emphasize too much on what I have to do instead of just doing and being and enjoy the essence of being. Okay, if everything is Shakti, we men, Shakti is within us. Within both men and women, there's Shakti and Shiva. In women, the Shakti energy is a lot stronger and weaker in men. But when you use your pants and you want to behave like men, you lose the power of your Shakti. When you think you want to be dynamic in the men's world, you lose that Shakti. If you're dynamic as a woman, okay, then it's when your Shakti is strongest. So remember that grace is your power, not being a warrior. I mean, male-oriented warrior, okay? It's okay to run a big corporate if you run it as a spiritual activity of giving employment to a lot of women and men, taking care of them as your children. When you see them as your children, you don't see them as your workers, then you have a different dimension of looking at it. If you look at, you know, like some of the native tribes where women are the head of, you find a lot of harmony. You don't find too many warriors fighting. When you move with grace, when you move in softness, when you have commitments to your word, when you keep smiling and feeling that inner smile come through, I feel joy, I feel love. That's what the goddesses want you to do. It's all about you. You're God, goddess, okay? In this human body, what the human body that you have is only a vehicle. It's not you. What's most important is you. How is your inner energy? What is your inner energy made of? Hasha is having a whole week of Mahavidya goddesses. Is it only for women or both for men and women?
It's for women. Huh? Even though I'm going, it's for women.
It's for women. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still planning the course for both that you have given me that charge.
So how many of you women are actually going to the course? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Tiffany's 4. There's 4 here that are in.
Yeah. So the question here is just listen carefully and learn. With the ones that she's doing all of them. What I have done is only the important goddesses who I normally work with. So what Asha will be teaching you all would be each of the goddesses by the day and their qualities and so forth. Are you doing the mantras with them as well?
We are. We're doing the mantras. We're doing yogasana, pranayama, some kriyas, some mudras, and mantra. And then they're receiving like the iconography, and they're doing meditation as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're definitely receiving all of that.
That is very important. Okay, because you're going to find your strength in that. Remember, the goddesses are in both men and women. Okay, I think last week we shared the image, which you could, if you click, you could have seen it. Okay, in that image, I gave you where each of the goddesses are in the body. On top of them, for women, they are also in the womb and the breast, additional to that. So imagine how much more you need to know the goddesses, you need to embrace them, and you need to make them part of your life. Because it's about, if you don't know your subtle body, if you don't know the feminineness, if you don't know the goddess within you, you're actually worse than the animal world. At least the animal world follow the rule of nature. They don't break that rule. Humans break every rule. So if you don't know your spirit, you're only the vehicle without purpose. So when you're doing the classes, make sure that you always focus on that journey, that it is your inner journey. You're not going there to find knowledge. You're going there to live the knowledge. This is a knowledge you can't find from books. Like I give you the mantra for Ganesh. You listen to it. Gang Ganapade Namaha Om Shri Harim Klim Glam Gang Ganapade Namaha Om Shri Harim Klim Glam Gang Ganapade Namaha